Good morning. It's time for your daily smile. Today's daily smile is I'm making a long term investment. Put all that in the comments. This is a long term investment. That's easier. This is a long term investment. Listen, when it comes to your marriage and that relationship that you're in, you got to look beyond what you see. You got to look at the potential. You got to look at, there's so many things like, right? That's a whole class all by itself. But if the person is worth the investment, you got to look beyond what you see right now. This is a long-term investment. When it comes to your business, if you are a new entrepreneur, you can't expect to have the same results of somebody that's been in that business for 5 and 10 years. You got to make a decision that this is a long-term investment. Now, I know what this is, the word this means for me. You got to figure out what this means for you so that you can make the type of investment that's necessary for you to see growth. So my challenge for you today is to identify what that area is in your life that you need to make a long-term investment. When it comes to your education, if you're a young person in school, or maybe you're considering going back to college, you gotta realize that your education is a long-term investment that's going to tie into your future. Not right now. You're making a sacrifice right now for what is to come in the future. Somebody type that in the comments. This is a long-term investment. When it comes to your career, you can't job hop. You got to make a long-term investment. If your goal is to be, the boss one day, then you got to be willing to work through the ranks. This is a long-term investment. And I'm going to end with when it comes to your children. When it comes to your children, you got to understand that this is a long-term investment. I don't know why, but I felt real strongly that, somebody needs to go back and trust God when it comes to your kids. You're not going to be mad always. We had a situation in our home when our kids were at home and our son moved out. And I remember it was prom time and he was with his girlfriend and they were getting ready for the prom. And he was mad at me. He wouldn't talk to me. So I talked to the girlfriend's mom. I said, what color does he need? What day can I meet you up there to pay for his tux? How much are his senior pictures? Because I had made a decision that 5 years from then, I knew we wouldn't be mad at each other. And I refused to miss his first prom. I refused to miss his pictures. I refused to make the necessary investment into his life for that season because that was something that was important. Because I saw long term, I saw us reconciled and reconnected beyond an argument. So as a parent, you got to see it. You got to be in it for the long term. So today's daily affirmation is, this is a long-term investment. You have to identify what this is for you, but you got to go back now and put in the work. And remember that 5 years from now, your hard work will pay off. This is a long-term investment.